when we're looking at cell division and things, we need to think about a very specific type of cell as well, and that's stem cells. And there's been lots more research in this in the last 10, 20 years. Okay, so in your lifetime, there's been so much more research, and that's why it's now in here. And the thing that you need to know about the stem cell is a basic definition. So a stem cell is an undifferentiated, remember we've looked at differentiation. If you haven't looked at that and you're wondering what earth I'm talking about, please, differentiated, I was right, cell. Do go back and have a look if you don't know what I'm talking about, of an organism that is able to give rise to many more cells of the same type. Okay, so that would be in your skin, and from which it gets a bit woolly in here because, yeah, we use stem cells for much more specifically that, and from which certain other cells can arise from differentiation. Okay, and there's 3 specific types that you need to know about. The first one, are human embryos. And these ones are the ones that are used the most, and they can be cloned, so they can become identical. This is before they start to differentiate. Very early embryos are just balls of cells undergoing rapid mitosis, and you can clone them and made to differentiate into most different types of human cells. And this could go a lot further. Okay, you can do really weird things like take a fertilized egg and replace the genetic material put in from somebody who needs, for example, a heart, and then potentially grow it up to be heart muscle. We haven't quite got that far yet, but they're using sort of similar research or similar systems to grow new ears. People who lose their ear, they can build a new one in collagen and then get it to grow by using various hormonal treatments. It's quite remarkable. There are ethical implications in this, which is why people get a bit sort of fuzzy about it. Okay, and I think you have to be aware of that, but you don't need to know that for the moment. The other one, but I think you need to be aware of it, that's the better way of putting it, is adult bone marrow. Now this is much more limited, okay, and it can form, it's about the only place in an adult where you've got stem cells, quite frankly. Adult human can form many types of cells, but the main one is your blood cells. That's what it's there for. Okay, so it can form many types. It's a little bit limited, and we're getting better at persuading it to become other things, but it's not very useful really. And the third one is the meristem in tissue in plants. Now this is undifferentiated tissue, okay, and that is amazing stuff. It's generally found sort of in sort of regions of the stem or at root shoot and root tips and things like that, and it can differentiate. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. This is why we can clone plants so easily into any type of plant cell throughout the life of the plant. So those are the 3 things you really need to concentrate on for this part, that you've got all these undifferentiated cells and they can be persuaded to do something else. In the next video, I'm going to look at the uses of this. So I'm not going to talk about it now. We'll have a little bit more about the uses, and they're quite remarkable, and we've come a long way.